Could you even hear that? I was muted. Oh my goodness. There we go. Somebody get the doorbell. It's 4 o'clock shadow. It's time to do the thing. Hopefully my co-host will be here. I was just on the phone with Omer Glitch earlier on with Keith Gleason, talking to him for a good long time, probably about an hour. I didn't keep up with it, maybe over an hour. And I owe him some stuff. Comments, 12 comments already. Wow. On the 4 o'clock shadow. I am behind. Maybe those are from yesterday. But I'm over on the other browser, not watching yet on YouTube. Let me get over there. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. Yes, we've got comments over there. It's easier to see through YouTube. Omer Glitch and How Dear, thanks as always for being here. Shadowhawk says, big surprise for Momentum Comics coming in February. Check out my socials for a sneak preview. Ooh. I had to do that. Rex is the boss, says Gray and Cloudy Day. Shadowhawks says, even Rex has no ideal yet. Wink, wink. How Dear in the house, as I said before. And everybody's saying hello to everybody else. I'm here. Where's my link? Shadowhawk says it should be in the on Instagram where I usually send it to you. Let me downsize this. So many decisions to be made. And trying to get you can see the sun. Don't let it fool you. It's been cold. It's been extremely windy today. It's been cold and windy. Even Omer said it's down in the 50s where it's been in the 70s, 80s in Texas. Not yet. I'll check again. Really? Okay. I still have Instagram open. I mean, I said, let me know if that works for you. I see you're on Instagram. I mean, I can try and drop it again. Same thing. Should work. Maybe I was just doing it wrong. I know Ryan James wanted to do a draw stream, but I'm not really that versed with EV Mux yet. It's not that much different than StreamYard or Restream, but I'm just trying to get the links. Temperature's definitely dropping. Says Gray. Well, let me do away with that. Maybe I can see the links better. It popped up something there. I haven't done that much today. Rested. My sleep's been messed up. There you go, Shadow. I'll delete it after it's on. Well, I mean, might as well leave it up there, Omer. It's 15 Fahrenheit. F. I don't even know what that is up in Canada where I am. Pretty warm for this time of year. Wow. Okay. I don't know what that is in actual American temperature, but it's cold here. So you're sending the code down from Canada, and apparently Omer or somebody's sending all our warmth up there to you. Good for you. Not so good here. I just want to bundle up and keep warm. Pretty warm. Yeah. I can. Oh, there we go. You didn't have an icon up there, so it looked like an invisible nipple.
Yeah, with a sad face. It's a sad nipple.
I was wondering where the noise was coming from. Because I could hear the little clunking around and everything. The console
I got you
cool.
clunking around. And you still gotta learn how to send those links, Mister. The only reason I got in was because of Omer. So thank you.
I know, right? It's like I met with him minutes before we went live, and he thought I sent the right link, and apparently not. So he adjusted it and sent it in the chat. How can I stream like this? This is crap, while my views and hours tank and whatnot. Hey Rex, Wendy here. I'm interesting title. Yeah.
What is?
Uh,
My screen is all weird here. I gotta get used to this EV Mux thing. Hold on. Okay, that's
I
better.
I do too. I've got to get used to it as well. For
Well, once
one
you learn how
thing,
to send the links, it seems like it's pretty compatible with my setup and everything. The sound is good. I got to get some avatars loaded up somehow. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'll
right,
figure that out at some point.
right. Yeah, if I can
Um,
get the freaking links going on, you know.
yeah, we'll be in good shape. Hey,
Yeah,
Raul and T, good to see you. Brian in the chat. We got a great cloudy day. Halder, of course, was here early with Omer Glitch, the first two in. Thanks. Thank you, boys.
it is free. Raul, you can, I think for $20, you can buy uh
We
you
had
know,
upgrade or
an
whatever.
upgrade for like $20. I think Luke, a death metal hero, is using it uh on topic lists, and when Jason Bascom, he's still using Restream. Uh Restream doesn't work with your system, so I thought I'd give EV Mux, and that came recommended from Luke and not recommended from Jason. So I don't know. And Omer
I
tanked
don't
it when I talked about it the other day. He said it sucks. Uh, yeah, it has a 2 hour limit, but we generally only go about 2 hours anymore anyway. 20
Right, so I mean
$20 a
that
month.
kind of works off pretty good for the most part, you know. And $20, it depending what it gives you for $20 a month, it might be worth it.
So Omer, what was the problem with the link? I mean, I thought it was good, and then you tweak it. You don't need to come in here and tweak it every day. You needed, you can give a man a fish, or tell a man how to fish. Just tell me how to fish this link out right, and I'll get it right, and then we can have a good party.
Tell
Um,
me how to bait this hook, man. Come
or something. Yeah. Um, I wasn't doing much baiting today. Uh, I have been
on. I'm
enjoying the
gonna leave
schools
that
and
one
my
alone.
2 hour limit for 30 hours a month total. Yeah. I
Yeah, okay,
uh,
that's
the other day I made another apple cider dump cake. Not only that, I made one for um
I'm listening. Give me just a minute.
to
Mama Huck just got in
okay
the door.
to
I gotta
okay
talk to her for a second.
okay. Be right back. Oh, it works good for me. No more StreamYard. Not for right now. They kind of pulled a snafu on me during the holiday season. Um, I can maybe StreamYard on down the road. I can't do it right now. I will get February 2nd. I think I get 20 free hours that I'll use. I burned through my 23 hours with long draw streams. As you know, I did like a 9 hour. I did a 6 hour. That eats up your 20 hours real quick. I can seem to help retard for some reason. I can see. Okay. I don't know what you are doing wrong, to be honest. Well, I mean, is the link? You can do it, Apex says. Um, the link is the same that you put in the chat. I don't know. Is it maybe it's Shadowhawk can get better, in here better if the link is the same? I don't know. Was there any difference in the link that you seen? What link isn't? What isn't working with the link? I'm copying the link, and you know, I don't know. Hey, I asked Omer. I don't know what's going on with the linkage. So yeah, I can get on here, and then when I follow it, I'm the one that set it up. I come into the studio. It cancels the old studio. You can go live 2 hours, then another 2 hours back to back until you hit 30 hours on EV Max. Okay. Yeah, well, we're not even close to that yet. So, you know, and I'll get 20 hours out of StreamYard every month. Man, it's extremely bright now, only at this time of day, you know, and the sun is just positioned where I can see the whole thing just right there. It's like, geez, I'm blind. And, uh, yeah, updates. Frog G sent out, I think, their third update 3. Frog G, the Cerebus key. Chipping away is the update. Very, very short. Showed a page. Hey, everyone, just a quick update finishing up the colors, letters, and final details. I got kind of a sort of an update from Keith Gleason as I was talking with him. About, I just casually asked about, was he going to let her Galaxy Memorial Park, and he said they haven't. The nice guys. I wouldn't mind working with them again. I know that they have another project, I think, called a Western called Drifter. I think I'll look here in a minute. Hey, Elsie. Uh, yes, I received the recent Frog GE2 book. Oh, you did? Uh, I don't think so. I mean, it's not out. They're still working on it. So I don't know what that means, Apex, that you received the Frog
Sorry about
J2
that.
book.
Hey,
Comments are
Apex, what's going
going,
on, buddy?
a mile a minute. I'm trying to keep up with them. It'd probably be better if I go over to the browser and look. Caleb Reynolds in the house. Hey, Caleb.
Hey,
He
okay,
says,
LZ, what's going on, buddy?
uh, recent updates. I mean, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's why you want to sign up to get updates. Does it have the before it? If you don't paste the full address, it won't be clickable. Yeah. Um, no, I don't think it had that on there. To be quite honest, it's just like I got a copy, invite guest. Yeah, it's got it on there. It's got it on there. And Omer looked at it and said it looked good.
I, I look. My initial look at the first one you sent me, it looked like the one Omer sent yesterday. So I thought it was going to be good, but then it ended up taking me to the weird, uh, telling me I got to load Chrome and this, that, and the other. When I've already got Chrome loaded, I already run in Chrome, so I don't know what's going on with all that. But anyway, then when Omer sent the next one, it went right there. So
Yeah, he said he
there's
just
some subtle.
copy pasted your email link and pasted it in the chat. So not sure what you're doing when you send it to Shadow. All I'm doing is like pasting it, just like I pasted it in your message on your Gmail. So
Mhm.
does it
You
work?
got me, buddy.
Yeah, I know, and I've got to figure this out. That's why I don't want to set up any draw streams or anything else other than the basics, which is of course the 4 o'clock shadow. Uh, but yeah, I got to do more than 4 o'clock shadow on the channel. Uh, if we want to grow. uh, this sucketh, but anyway, uh, we'll try and figure it out.
It's all good. We got some excitement coming soon, Rex. I will talk to you backstage at some point and fill you in on
Oh,
what my idea is. But
I
I
heard
think
that.
February
Eh,
is going to be an exciting month for Momentum Comics.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we can talk after this if you have time. I got
sure.
the from the printer. I have the latest trading card that we can look at. Uh,
Oh,
you know,
cool.
the back design, and you can offer
Yeah,
up
yeah.
your thoughts on that. I had it yesterday, but you kind of ran off. Uh, but that's okay. Um,
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that. Yeah. You got. Give me some warning. Let me know you want me to stick around.
okay.
A lot of times, after I do my 2 hours, I gotta go. My hawk's waiting on me.
Sure.
It is what it is.
Uh, Dr. Mass Retro Elixir, What's Happening with Edgar Allan Poe, Besprinkled with Scarlet. Um, Currently, the campaign's on storefront mode over there on Fun My Comic, which means you can still buy the books and T-shirts. He's launched his Kickstarter sign up page, just the sign up if you prefer Kickstarter. There'll be
Right.
an exclusive cover to be announced for Kickstarter, so stay tuned for that. He says. Um, Above is the front and finished card featuring Omer Glitch art and Jim Whiting on colors. Everyone who backed on Fund My Comic will receive this card. You can find Omer on X, YouTube, and Jim Whiting on X at his
Woohoo.
own website. Check them out.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. I don't think
All backers will
he hasn't.
receive
He
the
hasn't.
digital paperback
He,
version of Omer, or not Omer, got an Omer on the mind. Edgar Allan Poe, Besprinkled with Scarlet. It will be a digital book for all the stories from the comic, with some of the art from the book in black and white only. Barring any issues, I will launch the Kickstarter campaign in a couple of weeks. It will run for 30 days, and the files will go to the printer, if not before that. When
woohoo.
things are back from the printer, I will begin fulfillment. I should have the newsprint copies of the comic first, so I will share from those once I receive them. He says thanks again to all the backers and all that.
Hell yeah, Doctor Man. Looking forward to it.
He says, buckle up, everyone. It's going to be a fun ride.
Woohoo.
Let me share screen and I will show you Omer's.
2026, the year of CG supremacy.
Should share in a minute. Something. Stop sharing.
Gonna happen.
Oh, I got to bring it up. There we go. Whoops, that didn't work. Uh, there, there we go. Maybe Instagram doesn't recognize EVMux links to make them clickable. Yeah, maybe I'll try and send you the link and see if we have a problem. Um, in the chat. Should like this look. If it doesn't look like this, then it won't work. Okay. Mm-hmm. That was just what I was reading about Omer, and then with the colorist. Mm-hmm. Sweet. All right, take that off and put you back up here. There we go.
Very nice, Boomer.
Um,
Yeah.
still at, still dealing with Abby a little bit. A little bit concerned. My not really because of that, although that hasn't helped. My sleep is a little bit off. I don't know if you know. Nice image, Rex. Thank you. Uh, Excellent job. Yes. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
just
I'm
kind of
lost.
looking. I'm just reading the chat.
They also have it too.
Of course, the zigzag magnet will be, the file's been sent for that and I'm getting that done locally. I haven't talked to her about that, but the next thing to be printed up is what was the first stretch goal, the John Falandes trading card that everybody will be getting. Hey, Saboteur. Um,
Oh, cool.
and so we have the back of that designed. Because you got to think about the backs. With the magnet, it doesn't matter, but the trading cards, well, what do you put on the back? Unless it's going to be like the fan club card and then have both images on front and back, that then you don't have to design a back, right?
Right. Yeah, I guess you can do it that way.
Tank Ferret in the
I kind
house.
of
Hey,
like the,
Tank.
the old school back with like a little bit of description, maybe a power meter, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
No, I'm not doing any of that right now. I've said that multiple
No,
times.
I got I'm just saying that if it was my preference, I know it's a lot more trouble, a lot more
Sure.
expense to make them that way.
And
But
eventually I will have that. There was a nice Marvel card that kind of had like the little meter, running
hmm
across. That was pretty
yep,
nice. And
and I think that was the superpower set when they first put that out, and they had like the little power meter at the bottom, the little bar.
yeah, but it was like for every little set, like energy, physical strength,
hmm Yeah,
durability, whatever. Yeah.
durability, yeah, healing
Yeah, eventually I
factor,
want to
blah blah
do
blah.
all that, but I haven't got all the work. I mean, I've got so many characters, and some of them, I mean, a whole handful of characters I've created just doing sketch cards, and then
Oh,
and
well,
then drawing
and
in basically new
depending
characters. Uh, like I had
how
only drawn
intricate
her
you go
once,
with it.
huh?
Yeah, I mean, you can spend a lot of money on cards if you want to. You don't have to, but like if you really want to make crazy details, nice design on the front, really nice design on the back, blah blah blah. You can spend some money on some cards, dude.
Oh, definitely. And, like I said, everybody's going to be, everyone that back gets a mail up card instead of trying to figure out who the mail up, because we kind of did the mail up. That's, it, I won't do it that way anymore. But Justin K. Sweet, who did Chrome Dog over there on Fun My
hmm
Comics, still in demand. Go back Chrome Dog and give him your support. He kind of set everything up initially. He's an admin, or was. I think he still is from my comic. I know the last thing he worked on was Galaxy Memorial Park for Levi and JD. He was their editor on that project.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Um,
Right.
yeah, Keith didn't even know that or I guess maybe he had forgotten about they had a printing error, but on the very first pass with that wasn't detected, and they sent out a second copy that was went back to press. But um, yeah, like I said, he doesn't know yet if he's going to be lettering the next book or not. I imagine he will. I said, well, I know Levi was working on the um, third book, artwork.
hmm
So I know two's in the bag already. They're probably just not ready for him to letter it, number two, because it's not going to launch till next Memorial Day. He's got time, right? Um,
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, technically, you could probably leave lettering to last anyway, right? I mean, you get it colored, do
hey, Riley.
everything else first.
Um, yeah, I mean, the lettering, if there's not. Yeah, now, what I proposed to him was something like this, where I wanted, like a cover, and I just drew this out for him, uh, like a turned newspaper. And there's some other things that I need to get him so he can potentially do this, but he's on board to do like a cover for the next book, that looks like a newspaper. Who is Devil Flyer? and we'll insert the
Yeah.
pictures. You know, he's
Hey, Alfonso Riley. You look different on EV Mux.
you mean his icon?
Yeah, his icon looks different.
Well, he may have changed it.
It maybe
I don't know. Uh,
in it.
in it, I don't know, folks. I'm just here, and barely at that.
Yeah, that's well. What else is new?
Yeah, yeah. I watched Ninja One and Ninja Two. Have you ever seen Ninja One and Ninja Two? I meant to have it in here to show you, sort of generic. I've
Just
seen the
Ninja. Just, that's the title. Just
Ninja.
Ninja.
Yeah, just Ninja. Uh huh.
Maybe. Who was in it? Was that like a Jet Li or something like that? Or
No, no, it's
no?
Caucasian. Muscular Caucasian white actor. I don't know his name. Uh,
You sure it wasn't American Ninja?
no, just Ninja.
Huh.
Yeah,
I've seen the American Ninja one. That kind of sounds
generic.
like
Maybe
about
it's,
your.
but I got the DVD Blu-ray and I never opened it up. So um,
Uh,
I got Right the God 3 in the mail last week. Says How Dear.
Woohoo! Congrats, Halder. Still waiting on mine.
Wraith of
I'm
God.
sure it's.
I'm drawing a blank. Who did Wraith of God?
That's
Was that
Aaron
Aaron Lopresti?
Lopez. Yeah,
Lopez? Wait, he went from a Lopresti to Lopez? Wait a minute.
that's his nickname on Kings. That's when the boys fuck with him. They call him Lopez.
Oh, okay. The Western. All right, got it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I may have to do a
I
catch
call
up
him
for
Double
that.
A Ron.
Mm-hmm. Aaron. All right. Does he play baseball? Wasn't there an
Yeah,
Aaron in baseball?
it's
Yeah.
Double A Ron. So, hey, you gotta stand out in chat, man. He knows me for years now. That's why I've been calling him that in chat forever.
Yeah. Uh, Andy Smith said sent a out a update. What I was going to say about my updates, I guess they're going to have to be on the unless we figure out something else because people signed up, but he generated that sign up, and that's been like so long he doesn't remember, you know,
Right, but can't you
how
just
we
go
did
on
that.
your Can't you just go into your Fund My Comic account and do an update right there? Or is that not enough? But I haven't done a Fund My Comic. I'm just asking.
All right, what was your question again?
If you go to your Fund My Comic account, where you can look at all your stats and post
Yeah.
things and change things and what have you,
Mm-hmm.
you should have an area there where you can do an update and it'll come out through Fund My Comic or whatever on Twitter or
Homer doesn't want to
Instagram,
come
wherever
on.
you.
He's eating again. He thinks it's uh he thinks this is the eating show. He he
What do
was
you have
talking to
today over at Chili?
his sister while we were while he was on the phone with me earlier. Yeah, the cornbread looks good. What is that? Chili?
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared
Chili.
to ask. Okay.
Drink some chili.
Yeah,
Homer eats something.
while you two heathens talk a second, I'm gonna go get that ninja and I'll show you what I
What'd you
yeah.
call me? I'm not one of those.
Hey,
Who's
he's
who's he
not a
coughing?
he's not a
What's
ninja.
going on with Mahawk? Quit
What's that
choking
say?
her,
Oh,
Shadowhawk. Quit choking her.
that's just her medicine.
What's going
Or
on, buddy? How are
medicine.
you?
Okay.
Good man. How about you? Chili looks yummy. Well, cornbread.
Yeah,
Hey.
it's like 58 degrees, 60 degrees out here, and we
Wow.
had some what is it, ground turkey, and I was afraid it'd go
Huh?
bad because it's been in the fridge for a week roughly. So I cooked it up into some chili. Yeah, we're at
Oh,
63
yeah.
out here.
Nice.
So
That's not a bad temperature at all. We're at, I don't know, 20 something, 30.
20. Geez, Halder's at he's at like 15 degrees
Oof,
American. I can't
that's
even
cold.
imagine that. 15.
Oh, bro. Yeah, we're supposed to get down. I made the mistake of checking the forecast. Like, towards the end of next week, Thursday, Friday, we're going to be down in the 20s again. So,
Down in
yeah.
the 20s. Yeah, like your
Yeah.
all's pipes, they're all set so that like when it freezes, it's not a problem. Or do you have to do
Yeah,
stuff?
well, no, yeah, luckily, like I'm in an old brick house, and the way the plumbing is run, like there's nothing up like right against the walls or anything, except for the one
Mm-hmm.
line that goes outside to the outdoor
Right,
spigot. But
right. But
that's
that's insulated, right? They insulate all that.
that's all insulated and shit. So yeah, we don't have a problem usually. I mean, if it gets down, minus like when you're like at zero, and
Yeah,
then you gotta throw
Fahrenheit. Yeah.
throw in the wind chill, and it's getting to below zero. Then we'll like crack a tap, just let it drip, just to make sure
Mm-hmm.
shit don't freeze.
Right, right. Yeah, that's what we have to do. We have to make sure the water's running,
Yeah,
and
as
then
long as you
if
keep
you,
a little bit of
because
flow going through there, you're okay. But
yeah,
if you just let it sit, that's when you get in trouble.
yeah, because we don't have shit winterized down here. Like nobody invests in that unless it's gonna freeze. Then people go out and buy shit and winterize their
Right? Yeah,
house a
but,
little bit. But
but how
you all
often
like
does it
live through
freeze
that, so
down there,
it's
dude?
yeah, it's included, right? Like when you guys build houses out there,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we prepare for that shit, because I mean,
it
it's part
happens
of life,
yearly. Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
like
Here
when
it
I was
happens
in
like every
Houston,
10
dude.
years.
I was in Houston for 10 years. We
Oh
had
yeah, yeah. You know.
an ice storm once,
Hmm.
and it completely shut down the city for like a day and a half.
Yeah.
It was insane.
It's so dumb, right? Because like it's never cold here. It's like not really.
I know. No, I mean, it's like cold for you guys is what, like 40 degrees, 35 maybe,
Yeah, yeah.
at the worst.
Maybe 35. That'll be the coldest it gets here.
Yeah.
And then
And that's like, then you
every
guys are like,
once in a
fuck, it's
while
cold.
here, it'll be 32 and it'll freeze. But it's like that for an hour, and it gets hot,
Right.
like
Yeah.
hot again.
You know, I miss it, dude. I used to love living in Texas. The weather was so nice. I don't, I mean, I got the same humidity up here anyway. So, like, in
Uh
the
huh.
summertime, it's just as fucking hot and humid in Indiana as it is down in Texas. I might as well
Mhm.
be warm year round instead of having to freeze my ass off for half a year. You know?
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
So, I'll get salty
I
there.
bet that is cool, How dear. He says he also got the sort of rough pencils from Wraith of God. Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
I remember I was saying not too long ago they don't do that enough where they show you the pencil work. Uh, at one point,
Oh,
I'd like
dude,
to.
like when Art Tavera was doing chrono mechanics and all that stuff, he added a
I'm
tier in there
aware.
that was layout pages. Yeah, I got a bunch of those, dude. I probably got like 10 or
I thought
12
it
of those
was
layout.
black and white, not quantum mechanics.
He did it on both of them, I think.
Oh, he did
But
it
I
on
got
both. Okay.
yeah, I got a bunch of
Yeah,
them from the quantum mechanics.
I like how he thumbnails them out. They're smaller, but I like
Mhm.
he was basically selling that, right?
Yeah, he
Uh,
just added it as like a tier. It was, I think, like $40 or whatever. But he would throw in like 3 or 4 pages, some stickers, and whatever else. It's like I
right.
got yeah,
Oh yeah, he's a
yeah.
very generous guy.
Apex, hope those beans turn out great for you, sir. They should
You
be
want to
lovely.
try
Beans,
it
the
in the
magical fruit.
chat? You want to try it out in chat? Maybe it is the link's no good on Instagram. I don't know. Like Haldir said, I'm not doing anything different.
Hmm.
How cold is it
Don't
up
know.
there? Maybe I missed it because I was gone a second. How cold is it for you, Shadowhawk? Because it's darn cold here.
What are we at, baby? About 30 today?
Windy.
Degrees?
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little over 30, 35, somewhere in there. It's cold. It's not super windy or
Okay.
nothing, so it's not like, terrible.
Oh, it was windy here. Okay.
Although
Ninja.
earlier it was snowing like a bitch, dude. We had flurries like crazy this morning. Nothing stuck, but it was
Right.
like a blizzard out there for about an hour. You could hardly see to the road.
So I guess Echo Bridge did this. I don't know. It's Blu-ray, but it's the Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Yeah, I had not watched it. It was. I've got some other DVDs here as well. Let me see. How do I do
Wow.
this? Wow, what?
Well, I was just looking at Helder. He says they usually get minus 35 Celsius, that's just below zero, for a few weeks every winter. Which, I mean, that's about like it is here. We do the same thing. Yeah, the mains are, a lot of times the mains are heated. It just depends, where it's at, how it comes in the house and stuff. Um, but yeah, we even, like a lot of people will put, heaters in their gutters for the winter time so that you can, keep your
That's
Melt
gutters
the ice.
great.
warm. Yeah, because that ice it'll build up and all that weight will, pull your gutters right off your house, man.
Yeah. Cave in your roof too
Sure
if
it
you
will.
don't get it off. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
So,
can't wait to visit those temperatures when we own Greenland.
yeah. There you go.
yeah, what has been the
I
talk?
hear
I'm
we're in the
actually.
negotiations.
Yes, we
Well,
are.
I hope
That's what
we
I hear
get
too.
Greenland. I hope we get Greenland.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I think it would be a
It's
great pickup. You know.
well, it's a strategic security needed
Yep.
um,
Hmm.
And it's
area.
got rare mineral deposits apparently.
Yeah,
Rare.
it's a
Yeah.
perfect,
Well.
choke point for,
Yeah.
Yeah,
military,
it's a good strategic point for
advantage.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all the shenanigans going on with China and
Right.
especially Russia up in the
Yeah.
Arctic,
Hmm.
yeah, we need Greenland. I hope we can get it from the Dutch because the Dutch
Yeah.
own it, right?
Yeah. Kind of.
Small hands.
Yeah, kind
Not
of.
like
I mean,
Kevin.
it's kind of like Venezuela. I mean, they kind of not own it anymore, do they?
You
It's
get
the
that one,
Gulf.
Rory?
Sorry to defend to
Well,
offend your brown brothers.
Greenland has
Nobody's
sovereignty.
listening. I don't even know why I'm trying. Um, I I was about to tell a joke about Brown Brothers, but nobody wanted to hear it. Anyway, it is the Gulf of America. Anyway, here is Ninja 1 and 2 that I was talking about with Scott Atkins. Maybe you know him. Ninja Revenge Will Rise and Ninja 2 Shadow of a Tear. I mean, they weren't bad. They're good choreographed. I can't remember what I've seen him in. I've seen him in one more sort of, you know, Bruce Lee type martial art movie.
Yeah, I don't think I've
Uh,
seen them, but okay.
I like the first one better, but even though they didn't give the bad guy just
Apex.
really that great it was more like an Oriental superhero type thing. The other one, he goes off the rails because his wife is killed, and it's kind of a revenge type. And he hits the bar a couple times, and I don't know, but to be a disciplined ninja, he's very undisciplined in the second one. I didn't enjoy it as much
Hmm.
by far.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like a ninja's whole thing, right? They're very, uh,
Yeah, it's supposed
strictly
to be. But
precise.
this guy, and he
Yeah.
was even kind of took over after his sensei was killed in the first one. Married the sensei's daughter, which they kind of grew up together since about 12 years old. He was an orphan left there.
Wow,
Left.
that little horn dog.
Uh, just looking at some of my DVDs, and I wouldn't say I've got a bunch of them, but I've probably got enough for one shelf case. They're kind of scattered when it comes to the DVD, the Blu-rays rather.
How good?
This I thought this guy played a Bond villain, um, and he's a professor and sort of a villainous character too in this SGU universe that I have.
He looks familiar from something.
He was the Bond villain that got shot in the head, and the bullet was slowly traveling through his brain, and eventually was going to kill him. He was the Bond villain back in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
This was one of the last ones, and then, of course, I've not opened it up. I mean, for $3.95, I had Gregory Peck as MacArthur. I thought for $4, yeah, I want that. I think maybe
Is that Tim
once.
Roth? That didn't look like Tim Roth Apex, was it him? That's okay.
You get what you needed? Yes, I did.
Total
That Tim
Recall.
Roth's done all kind of good stuff.
And I was sent. I told you this. I was sent The Howling on Blu-ray.
There you go. There.
Simply because I bought something else. Hidden Kingdoms, with animals. I haven't seen that. That's unopened. And I've also got an
What they
unopened
sent? They sent you a Howling as a bonus for buying a
Spanish
different.
Spanish version of unopened of Green Lantern movie. Yeah, they sent me The Howling. Simply because I bought something else. I think it was a comic book too. I don't even think it was. I bought.
Oh wow!
Remember, I bought the movie with Peter Frampton and the Bee Gees. The Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, and with that, they sent me a Beatles documentary from the 80s that was actually pretty good. About an hour long. Sent it to me for free. Was there something you were saying in the private chat, Omer? I'm looking and I'm not really seeing it. Maybe I had to click on it.
I'm not sure how this dashboard works yet. So.
Maybe
private
he
chat.
had to go because he's gone. I don't know.
There's one in the. Let me click on it, see what happens. Homer Glitch later, dudes. Have a good stream. All right, he had to go.
Yeah, you only get part of it. You actually have to click on it. See, I don't like that. Just saying. Rex is going mad spending his money. No, these are old purchases, Cloud. Gray.
Yeah, it's all good over. Rex, I think I read the whole comment. So he had to go. Have a great stream.
Or bye. Yeah. Well, I saw it immediately when it popped up. All the chat is on the left. See, that's all they do is like surface stuff. StreamYard puts it over here on the right, so we'll put it over there and restream. I think you could either put it on the right or left. I don't know.
Like I think there's a thing on StreamYard now. If you're on the premium, you can do you can change it to circles. You can do all kinds of different layouts.
That's it. If you're paid or free, it's going to be different. Of course, you're going to have more options.
But yeah, you got to pay the premium to get all the toys. You don't need all the toys.
Last two comments.
Be able to communicate.
The new comment. If I'm on the last comment, it's going to scroll. But like if I was highlighting something or looking at something else like the private chat and I come back to chat,
Mhm.
then it's got an arrow and you got to punch that. So it's more nuts and bolts. You got to do this, got to do that to reveal the whole message. Like in private chat, I had to click on it. It's not, you know, StreamYard 89 a
Holy
month now.
shit.
Forget that
StreamYard went
noise.
up to
Yeah, I can't
89 a
afford
month?
89 month,
Good
although they
God,
roped me
man.
into 89 a month. And then after, I mean, are they even giving you, it's usually 46. So that would be 46 and 46 is 90,
Dude, even if I was monetized, I couldn't
$92.
afford $90 a month.
Yeah, I'm not
Come
doing
on.
that. I mean, look, man,
And like, fuck.
already pay nearly, uh, I
Holy
already pay
shit.
nearly that for internet. You know, when you think about internet, and that's without streaming, just to have internet, you know, you got to
Yeah,
factor that
dude. Well, the problem is, I mean,
in. Yeah,
I guess new
that's true.
streaming services will keep cropping up, but eventually they're all gonna, start charging you.
Yeah.
So,
Uh, I mean,
is what it
I
is, I
get
guess.
Tank if Tank can afford that and can maneuver around that, you know, and use those things, great. You know, even when I had advanced StreamYard, I did nothing different. I'm sure it had a lot of nice options and things I could have done. Uh, you know, even this EV Mux has some pretty neat things when it comes to layers and stuff. I really haven't played with it a
Mm,
lot. I played with it during the test a little bit. I thought I created a banner. I didn't. Of course, we have this.
for whatever reason, the one problem I'm still having with this EV Mux is when I go and try to set up my own account. When it goes, you hit register, and it just keeps resetting back to the original screen. It won't accept my registration or whatever. So
Interesting. You heard that
until I
applause, right?
yes,
Okay. The one thing about it is it's 6 second long. It's 6 second long, and you can't click on it another time to stop it short. It has to go the full 6 seconds. Like the drum snare, I gotta go. If I punch that, it's 12 seconds. You got to listen to the whole thing. There is no option to stop it short, which sucks.
uh,
You know,
I see.
see comments. It gives you a number up there. There's 3 already there. YouTube should release their own studio app already. Yeah, I know they're pretty close to that, doing that. How you like the applause button? Yeah, I do too. It's kind of cheesy, just messing with around Omer. Uh, you know. Yeah, it takes a while for the comments to come up for me, at least. I don't know if it's instantaneous on YouTube.
Uh, I don't know. It's I mean, they seem to come up fairly quickly, but I'm in here in whatever this is, the EV Mux world, so everything's new to me here.
Yeah, I've not been very jokey lately because it's a lot on my mind, you know. Mainly like how the freak am I going to get this to work, you know, uh, and get you the link every day, you know, and get other people the link if I want to do other streams. Uh,
Well, that should be easy enough to figure out. Rex. That
right.
you're missing something, but Omer can hopefully show you exactly what you need to do. So, because
Yeah.
both times he sent me the link, I've popped right in, no
We'll
problem.
try it in the chat. Um, mm, we'll try it in the chat tomorrow. Uh, See, I should be able to put it in the chat and then remove it afterwards so that we don't have Mr. D show up again. Been paranoid ever since Mr. D was around. Or I should call him Mr. Schlong, then you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, on that one draw stream.
Yeah.
I wound up taking that whole draw
You
stream
just,
down.
you never know.
He had good views on that draw stream, too. It's
It never
unfortunate I
fails.
had to take it down.
It's always a good stream when something fucked up happens. It's like, God dang it.
Banner comes up. Yeah, we believe in E-Rex. Thanks, Gray. I saw Gray was streaming earlier today. It doesn't seem like the weekend to me. I don't really care. It's all one day to me. Mike in the house. Hey, Mike. Tomorrow, Sabrina is going to be on the mic stand with Mike, and then next Sunday, I will be on with him again.
Oh, there you go. Hell, Mike.
Yeah, been having fun going on once a month with Mike and yucking it up, and covering stuff that he likes to cover. Pale Rider says, whatever service Flying Feline seems to work well. She's using EV Mux, what we're using right now. Luke paid, and they both use it, with that one paid subscription. So apparently they figured it out, and then it works with your system, Shadowhawk. I'm fine with it. Even with the 2-hour limit. See, even if I did a draw stream, it had to be 2 hours. It's got a limit.
Well, dude,
and then I could start another one, but I'm not going to do that. Simply because
bad.
it's not bad.
It depends what you get, but $20 a month.
Oh, that's affordable, but I just don't have the $20 right now. I do, but I don't. I'm like trying to wonder if I'm going to pay my phone service, which I'm not sure. It may be later in the month till it's done, or you guys stream every day. Streaming service should be a write-off at this point. Laugh out loud, Gable says. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I am getting a new. I'm getting my old tax accountant back. The only reason was she kind of got out of it a while and did something else. And she probably went back to it unbeknownst to me and has been doing it for a while again. Hopefully she's cutting back, she had 4 children though, so she had to make a living. But she was also going to the hospital in her 30s over it, which has been a while because she's in her around 50, 51 now. She's like 9 years younger than me.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, stress is a killer. If you're working over 100 hours every week, during tax season or whatever, it's a killer. But yeah, I'm going back to her. I don't like she'll tell me the deductions and everything. She's a long-term friend of about 20, 25 years. So, maybe we can get some more deductions and whatnot.
If I wanted to do detailed tax return, I suppose I could get
I don't want anything detailed. I'm just not happy with what H&R Block. It's like, oh, you're going to get $500 back, and so they take half of it and give you half, or whatever. It's like, damn, man. And it's like, I know, and maybe we did it wrong. Due to the campaign, I kind of did a business type thing. Apex has like a fish thing going on here. Look at this. A jiggly fish head.
I see that.
Jeez. Okay. Well, it's good to see Gable here anyway.
Yeah, always good to see Gable.
Yeah, we'll try and write off the StreamYard and all like that. StreamYard lied to me basically last time. They said, oh, you have one more day. I didn't have one more day. So I said, okay, I'll take another day. you know,
No.
against my better judgment because they told me they had another day. And then, of course, I didn't have a full day and they wanted to charge me, they were trying to take it out of my bank.
Yeah.
And so it's like $92, I think, or whatever, which may not be
Wow.
much to Tank, but it's a lot of money to me, especially right now. And I don't want to pay that much anyway.
And I think you read that wrong. Tank said that's too much for him too. He's
Oh,
not
is it?
doing that shit. Yeah. He said $89 a month. Fuck that shit.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Maybe you missed it in the chat.
Forget that noise. Yeah, okay. I didn't read that. I just thought StreamYard is $89 a month now. Yeah. Forget that. That's the advanced though. That's the advanced.
I don't care. That's fucking
Oh, I
ridiculous.
know. It's ridiculous. And I don't need all the bells and whistles anyway.
I don't care if that's fucking mediocre level. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, I don't know what it is. It's close to $70 just to keep my internet going every month, which is way too much.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're already paying that. So then you start adding in the rest of this stuff, and it adds up, brother. It adds up.
Yeah, I don't owe the IRS anything. I think there's only been one time they want $89 a month for janky unoptimized junkware. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I'm not going there. But you got to have a platform. You got to have some kind of streaming service. And I guess this is it for the foreseeable future till I can get 20 free hours on February, unless something happens. I mean, I had some
Yeah, you have
money.
somewhere to go.
Yeah. Right now, I'm like, do I extend my phone or do I buy Abby some more heart medicine? Now, I still have some of her medicine left, but I go through it quick because you get 60 pills for a month, because she gets it twice a day, every 12 hours. And I don't think it helps
Right.
that much, to tell you the truth. And I'm kind of concerned about a couple of things I've seen lately out of her, Uh,
I got you.
I hate to say that, but and that's why I didn't stream the other day because I was so concerned about it, like.
Yeah, no.
And I was
Yeah.
tired. I've been trying to get more rest, so it's been good that I haven't been streaming as much. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I want to do this every day for sure. That's baseline, but got to figure out these darn links first. And it is limiting, 2 hours stream. I'm fine with 2 hours at a time. But for like a draw stream, you want to go, and you could
Yeah,
do
you
2
might want to
hours
go
and
longer.
then do another 2 hours, set up another one. But who wants to do that? I had one draw stream that went 9 hours. Now that's kind of crazy, but I had another one that went 6 or several. I mean, because you have people keep coming in at different times, right? So you could
Well,
extend
true.
that.
And as long as, you're not tired yet, you're still feeling like John. Why not?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I started out on. PayPal or Pale Rider says for streams that you're doing solo, you can just stream live straight from YouTube Studio, I believe. Yeah. That's what I did for the first 4 months before or maybe longer than 4 months. Was it? Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It
because
was
I remember
longer.
when we started out, we were doing YouTube Studio.
YouTube
But
Studio,
it's
right?
been
I
so
wasn't.
long, dude. I don't even remember how to use it anymore.
Yeah, you've used StreamYard with me.
Well, I used my YouTube Studio a few times because that's how people in my chat got wrenches and stuff. But I don't even remember how the hell I did
Yeah, you did.
it.
Yeah, well, I've been working on the momentum projects. I'm always working on that. I've been doing some jotting down notes and writing some stuff. And like I said, I had a meeting today with Keith Gleason about doing a cover. I don't know if he'll count that as a cover, but I've got like $200 worth of credit with him right at this point anyway, so I don't care. Um, I at least want to have one viable cover for the books that coming up. You know, if I have the cover in mind, and I like to do things ahead of time.
Mhm.
You know, and I say this to everybody, and I said it again to Keith today. I said, "There's no rush on it." You know, he's like, toward the end of each week, I have, and that's why I asked him about, and just out of curiosity too, if he was lettering Galaxy Memorial Park for Levi and JD, because I want to kind of know how busy he was, you know, lettering, because
Right, get an idea. Yeah.
he's working on other that and keep people informed, you know, because I know they're going to launch every Memorial Day, right? We know when they're going to
Right.
launch. It's going to be on Memorial Day. Um, yeah, I mean, Apex says I miss Hangouts too. Um, you know, I thought about doing that as well. Um, didn't know. I've thought about that a long time. I mean, you can go on old stream links, you know, like on
Oh yeah,
old
indeed.
StreamYard
Mhm.
links and whatnot, and you can party like nobody's business with everybody behind the scenes. It just won't be uh, published. It
Yeah, it
won't
just
be
doesn't get
out there.
yeah, it doesn't get
Yeah.
recorded or anything,
Well, we
which
used
is
to do
actually
that. We
kind of
used to
nice.
do that on Sundays when we would watch The Chosen. We would start a stream and let
Mhm.
everybody jump on, and then we would do everything behind the streams after the streaming ended, only because of copyright purposes. But you can go back in the yeah, this the AOL
Yep.
chat rooms, yeah.
Hell,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's a good way to hang out with people, you know, and that's why Discord, you know, they use Discord a lot. But I'm not that
yeah, I
versed with
guess.
Discord. I went on Discord before this show because some people had you know, you get, oh, such and such mentioned you in Discord. So I go over there to look because it was
Right.
one that was connected with Allie's Hangout. You know, I was like, what? Allie? What's going on? You know, I I think it was probably just sent to everybody, and I was probably signed up on that. I don't even remember being part of that, but
Huh.
like I'm part of a lot of things that I don't participate in. Ray Haylock in the house, all the way from the
Hey,
future.
Ray.
In oh, you saw my Discord wave, yeah. Uh,
The land down under.
yeah, I get junk messages from Discord. Yeah, I get that too, or something. Yeah, from the land down under from Australia. Yes.
Oi, oi.
It was really good talking to Keith, though. We probably talked, I mean, we talked a little bit of everything, you know, because
Well, that's
really
good.
I could have talked to him for about 5 minutes, got my point across, and left. But he's always a great guy, always in a good mood. He's getting over his bronchitis, still has some phlegm, still has some coughing, you know, as we talked, but it wasn't bad. And he seemed in good spirits. I told him I was going to cast him as like my Lex Luthor or my next Bond villain, you know, like Spectre, you know, with the cat, you know, that bald head of his. You know, this is kind of like a hangout most of the time on the 4 o'clock shadow. Um, yeah, I just want to get back to normal streaming and the links. Uh, maybe we'll start up a test stream and see if you can come in the link in the chat after this show, Shadowhawk. Or
ah, Yeah, maybe
Or
tomorrow.
I'll drop it in the chat before we shut it down, and then see if you can come in on back in after we closed it
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Why don't we play around maybe tomorrow? With doing some stuff. I'm gonna have to get going here in a minute anyway.
Oh, okay.
Mama
All
Hawk
right.
wants, Mama Hawk wants to talk to me, and so got family business to take care of. Sorry, everybody. Uh, I got
You
a few
know
minutes
who
left here.
rules the roost. Just
Uh,
saying.
keep the mama happy. Everybody's happy.
Okay, if you say so, sure. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we can play around some tomorrow. Yeah, I wanted to show you that design, and you wanted to tell me something after the show anyway.
Yeah, I
So
got something to talk to
maybe
you
we can
about
do it
anyway.
tomorrow.
So
Yeah, you got me on
yeah, yeah.
pins and needles. Okay,
No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep you waiting. But yeah,
that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I've got some things to show you too. Like I said, new design or new back design for the first stretch goal, the John Fernandez card. So that's the next
oh
thing
yeah,
that'll
yeah.
be will be printed. I should have those by the end of next week to show everybody. Uh,
Cool.
Happy wife, happy life. No surprise knife, says Tank. Yeah,
Exactly, Tank.
yeah,
I'm married to a Spaniard. When we're talking knives, we're talking sharp ones.
yeah. And I do have a show called Me, Myself, and I, or me just doing my things that I want to do, which is uh, I just like to hang and acknowledge the chat and talk to the chat a little bit and do what I have to do around here. So I like those, but I also realize people like interaction, conversation. There's some things I like to talk about and have somebody bounce off of and get some reaction out of too. And if I can't do the links right, I can only do me, myself, and I. And for me, I could do Restream for that type of thing, or like uh, 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 Pal Rider says, I could go through YouTube Studio. Although that's very limiting to go back to it because you
See, look
can't
at
put
Mix. He says, planning on dumping me already. See
you
this?
can't put a no. I'm not. You can't put an icon up like this. You got to be on the camera all the time. There's some other. I don't think you can highlight the chat like this. You
Oh,
know.
really? I didn't even realize that.
I don't think you can highlight the chat in YouTube Studio, so it's very limiting. I wouldn't go back to that. I mean, I would use Restream or this. If I get versed in this, there's nothing wrong with this. Uh,
But isn't the YouTube studio the only place you can give people a wrench, right?
in
So,
YouTube Studio, yeah, in which
right. Yeah,
I
see?
gave out a wrench the other day. As a matter of fact, uh, remember Kirk that came in here before? I mean, he had like Captain Kirk in the Nazi hat as his icon. I gave him a wrench through
Oh,
YouTube
okay.
Studio, but I have to do it on another browser because Chrome is one browser
Yeah.
and it's the mobile. And see, I don't even know since I've got split browsers. Maybe that's affecting the links. I don't know. I don't know. It's not knowing that's turning my hair gray, and I'm already there. But whatever, we'll work it out.
All
But
right, brother. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight to everybody and
okay.
have a great day. And I will see everyone tomorrow.
You too, buddy.
All right. Hey, hello.
You're gonna have a sardine stream, right?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Or either that, or maybe take care of business and we get together and try something. See if we can get this thing to work for us without having anybody's help. Limping along. Anyway, two old men. New show on the channel coming up. Yeah, I've been dealing with some things with Abby, but not anything earth shaking yet. as of yet. That's kind of tentative. But yeah, I've been also doing some writing, developing of characters and whatnot. And like I said, I did call the printers and they're working on the next card, and I should have the next card printed up, and then we'll move on to the next and the next. I've sent her enough stuff to work on the magnet as well, but I have not talked to her about the magnet yet. I'm just one thing at a time. And I probably want to go back bigger than I did last time with the magnet. That's kind of how I envision. I think it'd look better, bigger than sort of business card size. That's a lot to put on a business card size. But I mean, how big do you really want to make it? You know, need to upgrade to a newer OS. You can run a modern browser. Yeah. I don't know. You know, Omer's helped me some, but it's kind of stopped short because he's streaming a lot. He's got a life too, you know. There's only so much I can rely on him. He's good to help out where he can. How dear, I know you got the capability of coming on because you do like, or at least download and the technical know-how. Have you ever been on a live stream? I'm just wondering. I mean, not that it has to be live. It could be like behind the scenes, you know, to talk about tech issues. That's kind of a buzzkill. I remember when I was just trying to find out StreamYard at first, and Jason Bascom was very good to kind of walk me through a few of the things on a live stream, probably on Topicless. I heard through Topicless that trying to think of his name, Black Flag, Fraga, did a stream recently. For you that kind of keep up with that, I don't know. I haven't checked my notifications in forever. I think a lot of people are like that. But now there are some things that I've been watching a variety of things. I've been watching also on things on to do and not to do on YouTube. For the most part, I'm doing and kind of have the philosophy. Well, I mean, I don't know if Frag is back, but he did a stream. He did a stream, you know. When we're getting Pineapple Perception, I don't know. He kind of shot himself in the foot with that, not on the length of it, but like, you know, I would have backed just to buy a friend the bundle that I bought. He had like a t-shirt, the book, some kind of bundle that was about 80 something dollars. I would have bought another one of those, but he said, all right, I'm shutting that tier down because I need to know the numbers to get this stuff out or whatever. You know, he was still in that I'm going to get this out quickly mode, I guess. And he could have left that up all this time and maybe made a lot more money, you know, because it had the t-shirt and everything, the shot glasses. I know Death Metal Hero Luke, he backed that bundle, and so did I. I was going to back it again. I'm kind of glad I didn't because I'm already in over $400, and I know Shadowhawk's about 600. But wanted to support a CG new creator and all that, and it was made a big deal of at the thing, and you know, at the time, and you know, but regrets, yeah, I guess. I mean, I wasn't really into the book that much anyway. Kind of a lost footnote in the Image. I never saw Black Flag back in the day. I saw other Image books. I've got a bunch of Image stuff that in my collection today. I like Brigade and some of the books. Some of the sort of books that came along later were not too bad. Some of the early books were like Youngbloods #1. Oh my God. I mean, and I've even bought, I think for about I forget what I gave for it, but I bought a Youngbloods a couple years ago after I saw a YouTube video, uh, uh, and bought an extra number one just as an investment. Uh, don't know if that was a good investment or not. That's crazy money. Uh, what's crazy money? Ryan in the house. Sorry, Ryan, I didn't get your note for a draw stream, and the only reason is EV Mux, and we would have to limit it to a 2-hour draw stream, and then start up a new one, or just call it quits at that point. Which you're probably fine with. I just, yeah, I never saw Black Flag on the shelves. Yeah, it's just been. I'm not sure about sending the links on EV Mux if they're good or not. I've not figured that out yet. Exactly what's going wrong. So I've not had the confidence yet to, you know, which is really because I do want to stream more with people. But see you, Tank. I went on stream with Caleb Reynolds once. I'm not good at talking on streams. Oh, yeah, I get that. So just sit there, you know. Some people are too good at talking. You know, you got 6 people on a panel, and then there's just like, yeah, you can't get a word in edgewise because one person wants to take it over. Don't know why people are like that. You know, like, share, and subscribe. Stay magnificent. Absolutely. Got 2 new pizza rounds I want to do at some point. Maybe, you know, we'll try a draw stream, but I don't really want to set one up unless it's just like me. I mean, I'll try and send out some links, but I don't know that it'll work. That's kind of like disheartening. I've not really been in the, like I said, been doing more things around the house, like did a load of laundry. Like I said, I did 2 dump cakes. I did like a mini one for me, and then a larger one for a person that I pay my haircut off with. She's good to do that. It's about the same cost. She'd rather have the dump cake. 2 new pizza rounds. Yes. My last pizza round was this. I was working on that to finish this up. New character there. So, but I've been thinking up of names that are kind of generic names, like Mercenary. That's just the one that's in front of me. Oblivion, that was another one. That's another name. Hive, that's another one. Marvel actually has a Hive character. Don't have the concepts for these characters yet, the looks, or the story or anything, but it's like, yes, I want a character called Oblivion. I want a character called Mercenary. If the terms can be used, then why not create a character for the term? You know, Mercenary may just be like a janked up looking Punisher type character. You got to have characters, and creating some of the characters that I've created and named later usually is how I work. I create the character and then name it later. Might crank up a live stream after my DoorDash later, 3 a.m. possible. Wow. So no Apex After Dark tonight at midnight. It works for me, you know. But if you did it every week, I would be there for you. I'd try and be there for you. Hope you do well with DoorDash. We can all use the extra income. Fembat coming here soon, sometime in the spring. Be fulfilled. Let me go over there and play the trailer for you and see how that plays up through EV Mux. It's all sort of at this point. Try it out, see if you like it. or not. And we need some groovy music for a minute anyway. See, I gotta go down there and say add stream and then make it big. There we go. Blow on it. Blow on it for me. Apex Comics. Showing the vampires some love. Another word. Never rub another man's rhubarb. This town needs an enema. I watched Batman last night. Jack Palance as Boss Grissom. Jack Palance and Jack Nicholson, two Jacks together. Maybe the only time they did a movie together. I don't know. Did they ever do a movie together after that or before that? Jack Palance, great in City Slickers. Dan Lawless, Fembat variant cover. Volume 1. Yes. T-shirts still up there, looking slicker than ever. I hope you go back and put Devil Flyer in the library. Just saying. Just saying. Enforcers Inc. Yes. Love that layout of the Treasury Edition. I have not backed that yet again, but I hope so before you take it down. Great fan art section. A couple pieces by Tank Ferret. The Don, Omer Glitch, and others. Jack April. That's a good one. Gothic Angel. Look at there. Got a little Carrie artwork. Hell yeah. Good stuff. Back at today. Back at today. That play all right on there? Or was it janked up, what do you call it? Choppy ass theater. Probably, since I'm running Windows 7. Yes, still surviving on the internet with Windows 7. Go figure. It's amazing I can stream it all. At all. In a campaign I talked about a while ago. Just sending out a third update. Frog G. Frog G. Frog. Where is Frog? Add to scene. How many times I got to click it? Come on. Get up there.
We've all read the story. The brave hero conquers the diabolical villain and rescues the damsel in distress. But this is real life, and in real life, stories don't always have happy endings. Frog G, the story of a man turned into a frog by a voodoo priestess sent on a mission to kill a god by death itself. Now our hero must roam the underworld to regain his humanity and win back the woman he loves.
Real animation by Pedro Ang. Not the AI stuff we're getting recently. 4,189. Yeah, something I've got to put up, just so in case something happened, like, because YouTube owns your channel. If they want to somehow kick you off for some reason, they can do it. So, yeah, just so that we can stay in contact, I've got to get up a website this year, if possible. And I think it'll be possible. Frog G gonna be awesome. Love what Ink Spots is doing. He can color digitally in acrylics and oils. He's doing it all. It's awesome stuff. The combination, uh, the artistic variants of things. I love it. It's off the chain. Probably have the same trailer, 3-issue arc here. Off the chain artwork by Jason Bascom. Wonderful stuff. Check it out on Indiegogo. Share the link for you here. Copy paste. Copy paste. Big link. Who knows if that works? Did it even show? Did it even post? I think it did. Like I say, it's easier to go to my browser. And look at the recent comments. Check out Frog G. Yes, thanks for. Sorry about that. Didn't realize it worked. Cool. See, I like that. He checks it out. He responds. I love it, How Dear. When you're not here, you're missed. Don't know where you've been. Maybe you've been over on Omer or some other stream. But, we're busy with life. I get it. Devil Flyer is in the library. I will insert it in another panel. Cool. So you want to pick up, if you like Devil Flyer, you want to pick up Fembat for the rare sighting of Devil Flyer in another book. There you go. Go pick up Fembat. Go buy you a t-shirt. It's crazy how much you've given Fraga. And I would promote him too, at one time if he would, I mean, a lot of that was that cash that was given out, back to us through COVID. So I could do that. Usually works during your weekday streams. And what does that mean, How Dear? What usually works? The links. The link. It seemed a little long to me, that Frog G link. Hand-drawn sketch cards by Jason Bascom. Yeah, so glad to see the Chenoo and to see, Cecil's cash grab 2 reach 90,000. I'm very confident now it will reach 100,000 by the time he goes to printing. I have no doubts about that. So they'll have their first, whether it's Cecil or somebody comes in like Ethan, starts a new campaign, and boom, it blows up and goes to $100,000. Who knows? But I'm glad the Chenoo's over there, Graham Nolan and Mike Barron. Mike Barron sort of pioneering over there and being one of the first big names over there with his Bronze Star with Pat Broderick. And love that he's bringing Pat in the community in that way. Man, this is janked up. I can't seem to see the latest comments. Get them, whatever. What is this? All destinations. What the hell? Can't post comments to some destinations. Okay. Which may be Facebook, and that's fine. Just need that out of the way so I can see the comments. All destinations. There we go. Is that selecting? Usually when I push on comments there, the number, all the comments come up. Tell you what. Well, lesson learned. Don't leave the comment there. Leave it in YouTube. So janked up. Learning a new system. But at least I know enough to usually working during the weekday streams. Oh, okay. Oh, got it. Well, we miss you when you're not here. And we know you try and be here for every stream. And yes, you do work a lot. Work evenings starting at 3 evening. Yeah, and usually you listen at work, so I miss streams until my break at around 7. Okay. Yeah, and we're usually shut down by 7 p.m. Well, I know, no, not really, because you're an hour ahead. No, or are you? You're Central Town. You're Central, I think, not Eastern. I keep thinking you're in Eastern, but I think you said you were in Central, but you are up in Canada. Uh, yeah, man, it was. I mean, my face wasn't frozen, but it was cold when I woke up. Woke up. Now I'm right there in front of double doors, and yeah, when it's winding, when it's winding, yeah. See, I just got a notice pop up. Your live recording will end automatically in 30 minutes. I know that because you got a timer up here. I can see it. I don't need your little pop up, but see, they got to be different. I would say be different, and this little powered by EV Mux, make it smaller so that when I have Shadowhawk or somebody else up there in that corner, it doesn't delete half their face or more. And you got to X this little thing that pops up off. It's very hands on. And I still haven't figured out how to get the comments back up after I tried to make one there. Maybe downsize that? No, that just brings up more. There, and then maybe go down. No, I don't know. I've janked it up, messed it up. Just have to switch over to browsers. Yeah, you're Central too. Okay. Well, let's see. I guess I can close that down now. And yeah. Wow. Okay. How about that? Kick myself. Ha ha ha. Where'd he go? Let's see. Whoops. Yeah, whoops. That's not what I thought I was leaving something else and not the studio. Jeez. It is what it is, what it is, what it is. Yeah, I've been watching zero news. I've listened to a little bit of commentary on talk radio. Of course, there's nothing on talk radio that you can't see, on YouTube. My talk show hosts are usually on YouTube. I don't think I've seen this. The Spirit of 76 that came out in 1990. Devo sends David Cassidy back in time to save the Constitution, but he arrives in time for the bicentennial. This was a real movie. You can actually watch it. Wow. I have not seen that, I don't think. It's interesting. Goes back to 1976. Well, of course, he was alive in 76, and so was I. Interesting. Just checking up on the spinner rack here. See what I missed over on X. I missed a lot of news recently. Like I say, I don't stay that informed when I'm not driving. Uh, one thing that doesn't seem to do well is movie adaptions. Apparently, Warner Brothers doesn't want to pay the rights for Green Hornet, which only ran 13 episodes, one season in 1976. Had a crossover with Batman 76. Characters actually died in the show, but apparently Warner Brothers doesn't want to pay the rights to release it on Blu-ray. Oh well, I'm not even sure that it's on DVD. I've got like all 13 episodes on that I bought on YouTube years ago. That's bootleg, taken from something. Steve Rude Heritage Auctions lot now open. He's been posting about that. You can pick up Steve Rude stuff from Heritage Auction Gallery. It's nice to know that I'm not the only one trying to raise some money. And I'm not really even been trying to that hard. There we go. There's the link to that. Spirit of 76 was part of a World War II team in the Invaders comics. Yeah. Yeah, I got that. I like the Armored Flyer avatar. Thank you. Yeah, that's just when I set it up. That was what I used, was the Armored Flyer to be a little different. Armored Flyer going to make his first full appearance, and he'll have a couple. He's supposed to have a couple cameos in Devil Flyer. I mean, I commissioned Ryan did, his piece recently, which will be on a 2-page spread. But I paid Dillard to do a 2-page spread where they're fighting. I kind of look at those as cameos. I don't think there's any dialogue switched between them, So is it his first appearance? It is cameo wise. Really his first appearance is, first produced thing with him on it has been the cards that I had done recently. Whichever one everyone will be receiving here pretty soon. I love that. Ricky Tikki Tavi. I love that. That released January 9th, 1975. That was a wonderful on CBS. That was a wonderful animated Chuck is it Chuck Jones? Yeah, Chuck Jones animated cartoon. They used to play it like once a year. Rudyard Kipling's Ricky Tikki Tavi. Wonderful. Oh, Jack Nicholson dropped his salary on Batman. I just watched that from 1999 to $6 million for Batman in exchange for a cut of the box office and merchandise. I read that the other day. He earned over $90 million. It remains one of the smartest deals of Hollywood history. Wow. Yeah, because it was a big success. Still got paid $6 million to do the Joker. Of course, there's a lot of makeup involved in that. Here is, I don't know if we dropped it earlier, but here is the Dr. Mask sign up for the Kickstarter. Just sign up. It hasn't launched yet. Great cartoon. Yeah. Almost done with Modern Day Mummy. Just some small details left. Yeah, I'm sorry you can do those on stream. I got your message like the next day. Yeah, I gave Frega a big chunk myself, says Shadowhawk. Probably never get anything. I'm still hopeful that we will. But yeah, probably zero support for his next project. Just saying. There's still some people out there, people that you support and like that still are backing Fraga and what he's doing. So I don't know. There's difference opinion when it comes to every controversial figure, I suppose. The controversy didn't really have to be there though. Yeah, I get Batman box office, Green Hornet episode. Nice. Yeah, they had a crossover. You have the Green Hornet episodes on my Batman box set. Oh, well, that's cool. The Batman box set, which was all three together, right? See, I bought them individually. I saw that box set. I don't remember on the box that it said anything about the Green Hornet on there, but I have seen that box set before where it has all three together, at least a box set back in the day. Back in the day, a few years ago. Well, more than a few years ago now, at Barnes and Noble. I think that's when the first box set came out. So if you want to sign up for the Kickstarter, there's the link for Besprinkled Scarlet. On this day, 99 years ago, Franz Lang's Metropolis, 1927, premiered in Berlin, Germany. 99 years ago. So, Metropolis, of course, going to be a big thing next year. 100-year-old, you know. You can watch Metropolis on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. Some of these anniversaries are no-brainers. Terminator 1984 could have been a cheap B movie with bad effects and corny action. Instead, James Cameron turned a $6 million sci-fi thriller into a genre-defining classic that blended horror, action, and romance. Made Arnold Schwarzenegger a star, absolutely. When the soundtrack needs work, though. You know, at the time it wasn't bad, but it's dated nowadays. Look at Fantastic Four 239 through 244, cover dated July 1982. What a bonanza for the Fantastic Four! Truly a, you know, during the John Byrne run, man, just look at these 6 covers and how they work good together. Let me make that big for you. There we go. Man, look at that. Lot going on there. Lot going on there. Thing turning back to Ben Grimm. And love that one with Frankie Ray there flying. You know, that's John Byrne inking himself. He was kind of taking a shortcut and inking his own not fully realized pencils. It was definitely different than the tight pencils that he did previously. But Fantastic Four was part of the change during this time with his art style. And of course, he had Terry Austin over there when he was doing X-Men. But I mean, you know, Terex the Tamer coming in and Galactus and look at that. I mean, that's a throwback with the hand, the last issue there to Silver Surfer. You know, he did much of the same thing. Galactus's giant hand dealing with the Inhumans there. Just all the beats that, you know, the Stan Lee and Jack Kirby did with the Fantastic Four and yet expanded upon with new you know, like Terrax. He remains one of my favorite. Of course, I like Stone like characters, but just that he can, control Stone and his own platform, and has that big battle axe. Just his design was probably, John Burns, the creator or co-creator of him. I'm not sure. Probably co-creator with the writer. I don't know that he was writing Fantastic Four at this time. But man, those there took a couple clicks, but I got there. Back on the screen. I'm back. Glenn Monsterland. Hello. How you fellas doing? Having a good year yet? New year? Yeah. Yeah, we can figure out this new streaming thing I'm using. Apex says, I love Metropolis. Watched Nosferatu and Metropolis as a silent movie double feature. Yep. Glenn, I believe you have something over on Fund My Comic too, right? Yes, all three together for $45 Amazon. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably come down in price since it came out because it was over $100 when I looked at it. And I already had all the, I don't remember though reading that it had the one season of Green Lantern, which is good because it needs all that because, there was a crossover. And yeah, they could have done the one, but I mean, it's good that they put it all in one, that they actually came out with it. There, better just X that off and get it out of my way. But yeah, great. I sadly, most of those, I've tried to go back here and there and get a issue of Fantastic Four with the John Byrne era, especially when he turned him back to the lumpy thing. I love that. But I have a trade paperback, the trade paperbacks of the Byrne run. You can get those, or they at one time you could get those. The snow in the poppy field scene from Wizard of Oz was made using asbestos. See, now I've heard two different things on that. The crew sprayed a foam crystal tile mixture across the set to create the effect. The exposure to asbestos fibers can cause serious health issues and deadly cancer. Let's see, with treatment. La, 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 la. Globally, asbestos-related disease claim around 90,000 lives a year. Wow, didn't know that. I've heard it's something else too, but maybe it's asbestos. I don't know. January 10th, 1980, last episode of the Rockford Files was broadcast on NBC, U.S. NBC network. There had been 6 series since 1974. James Garner as the L.A. private detective Jim Rockford. I will always love this cover. It is the third Avengers comic I had bought, but it was the very first because he wasn't doing all the covers. George Perez cover. 147 was Rich Buckler and Jack Abel on the inks. The next one was Jack Kirby cover, and this one was the first, and I loved it because there was just something about, and it introduced a new character to me, Orca. Still only 25 cents. Yeah, 25 cents by the time I started collecting was going out. 30 cents didn't run that long. But wonderful cover, wonderful book, wonderful read. That was truly a golden age in comics. Just really a lot of that was going on in Avengers, quite big, maybe bigger, probably at that time bigger than the X-Men. I don't know, it was bigger to me. Jaws 2, 1978 Polish movie poster. That's a strange one. Check this out. Jaws 2, Polish. Mutant Megalodon. Great title for a movie. Somebody had make that. I like the Meg and Meg 2, whatever it was called. Avengers 136 from June 1975, a reprint issue of Amazing Adventures number 12, the second furry beast, which was the Gray Beast with Steve Englehart doing the story, Tom Sutton on the inks, or I'm sorry, on the art, with Michael Plug, which really gave it a cartoony look interior. A great Gil Kane cover. They just repurposed the cover for this issue. Great cover, though. I mean, it's such a great cover with the Beast. The Gray Beast. Michael Plug. You can tell that's Michael Plug on the inks. I wish he had done more. Tom Sutton got to do a lot of horror type stuff. Not so much. I guess this could, maybe the Gray Beast sort of being sort of a horror type bit to it. Iron Man reaching forth in that first panel there on the left. Very reminiscent of how, and even Tom Sutton, he must have looked at a lot. I mean, this is, if I've had to guess, I was like, no, that's not Tom Sutton. That would be George Tuska. You can tell he was influenced by George Tuska when it comes to Iron Man and how he depicted Iron Man. Just the poses, like with the blaster, repulsor ray, or like I say, him reaching forward there. You can tell he was very influenced at this early stage by George Tuska, which did a lot of the early Iron Man. Rare reprint issue. Sometimes they would do that to catch up. I think at this time George Perez was kind of starting, so it was probably, and he was a lot slower. So probably did that to kind of catch up. And it's maybe the Beast had just came in, so they were kind of featuring the Beast. Some scenes from Metropolis. DC actually did a Metropolis book, and I have it signed by Roy Thomas. It's a different type of Metropolis, very futuristic. Man, that German actress was just the way she could do her eyes, and also played the robot. She's actually in that. How they did these rings, a double exposure, it must have been the Star Wars of its time, because this scene here with the rings undulating up and down, and as she's moving and being transformed into the robot, it's just amazing effects for 1926. Just still amazed that they could do that back in 1926. I was just messing with my hair and didn't really, it's bad head. What else you want? If you stuck with me this long, thanks. I don't know why, but there it is. Maybe it won't be so janky. I've been actually giving the channel a lot of thought recently. On what I would do. Wow, this is a 1968 sort of groovy Planet of the Apes poster from Romania. Love to see some of these posters, these jank, and especially the Guatemalan posters, or the ones from Guam. I can't remember. But yeah, that's a Planet of the Apes Romanian 1968 poster. I imagine that one's kind of highly prized. Since it's so off the beaten path, probably rare to begin with, especially for American collectors. That's some janked up stuff there, but it does scream the 60s, doesn't it? Oh, this is a cool little Fiat to drive around in the snow. Look at this thing. I'd drive that if I could get in it with my long legs. It looks like a lot of fun. Don't know how the suspension would be. Take a look at the Avengers 136. Apex says it makes me want to buy Beast and Iron Man 6-inch action figures. Haven't seen the Meg 2 yet. It's pretty good, I think. I think I've seen it. Yes, I have Avengers 140 through 149 and more issues before and after that run. Yeah, I've got some earlier too. My very first issue was 147, and then really that made me a collector. Fantastic Four run is underrated. Yeah, eventually Byrne will be getting, but I mean, think about the print runs at that time. A lot bigger than what they are today. I mean, they were hitting over 200,000 probably with Avengers, around that time, or would be. And also X-Men. It seemed like maybe X-Men was pushing a lot of the fervor at the time with things. I don't know if you can attribute it. Not sure. This looks like a Nick Fury. Is that even Marcus? Don't know where Marcus. No, this is Comic Fan posting this. Almost to the end of the broadcast. Better hurry. Only got 2 hours, and then I turn into a pumpkin. There we go. Hit the right button, Rex. All right, I'm going to get out of here. It looks like Nick Fury. Not Nick Fury. You show up just to watch me mess up, right? Nick Hardy. Nick Hardy, a great Aquaman artist, among other things. He did a lot of horror covers too and stuff. Got some Nick Hardy stuff in the Adler collection. Anyway, maybe I'll pull some of those out and we'll look at those tomorrow. I don't know. Anyway, gonna get out of here before they kick